places and gets the right people. And hopefully the right thing happens. um, I want to talk about Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King. I know that everybody's up in arms about what to do and what would be perfect and what would be, all this and that and what they want. But let's talk about it for real. Okay. And the first thing I want to bring up is private servers. What's the coolest thing about the private servers? Well, we have a location for Classic, we have a location for Burning Crusade, and we have a location for Wrath of the Lich King. That was the coolest thing about the private servers. You could choose, I want to play Classic. Actually, I want to play Burning Crusade. And you could choose, I want to play Wrath of the Lich King. So I do trust Blizzard, and I don't think that I need to post a video like this. Because Blizzard has done a lot of good things in the last few years. But everybody talking about it kind of makes me nervous. That we might kind of mess up one of these amazing things here. When it comes to, going into the atmosphere of Burning Crusade and so on. Right now, I just logged into Shadowlands, and it's freaking cool. There's no Azerite necklace, and there's no artifact weapons, so I'm not going to be grinding mindlessly for ever, which is perfect. Now I can at least play on 3 characters and get a max level and all geared up, and not have to worry about every time there's a little update or an a new raid that comes out. I don't have to worry about upgrading my Azerite necklace for 2 more another month of grinding on my Azerite necklace or my artifact weapons. Okay, and that's really like, now I'm able to actually chill in Shadowlands. It's cool, right? So, other than that, I'm really excited to play in Shadowlands. I mean, people already hit level 60 within 24 hours, 30 hours, I think 36 hours, stuff like that. And I mean, that's really cool. I can get 3 people to 60 in kind of a short amount of time and start experiencing that end game content, which is really cool. Now, the only problem is, if I step away from Classic to go play Shadowlands, Naxxramas is coming out in 10 days. Today is November 24th, 2020. Yeah. Nax is going to come out in 9 days. Well, so I can't really, I could play, but I don't have rep with Argent Dawn up to Exalted here. I'm not even honored. Oh my god, let's check my other account. So it's like, do I buy Shadowlands? Well, there's no break in Classic right now. I can always go back. I'm sure that if a next expansion comes out after Shadowlands, I can always go back and play and see what Shadowlands was like. I'm revered with Missile. That's great. So really, my top 3 guys here that I want to play, I really want to experience Nax. I never got to experience Nax. I still haven't even gotten to play BWL yet, just because I'm trying to run a guild here with, as you can see, we have 952 offline members. I mean, so what? Some of them are a little bit low level, right? We got 952 offline in this guild. Friendly in Argent Dawn. So this mage is never even gonna get there. I'm literally gonna say, if Nax comes out in 9 days, I'm gonna say scratch the mage. I'm still not able to get there yet. So that was the first guild. That was the second guild. Now we can see the first guild, how many people there are. 946. So I got 2 guilds with over 900 people right now. So it's kind of tough for me to make a decision here. And I feel like you're losing, as Blizzard, you'd be losing sales if you continue Burning Crusade immediately. I mean, a lot of people are hyped up for Burning Crusade. If you continue Burning Crusade immediately, it would be best to do like I don't like the idea of copying characters. You know, if I get 360s, I can just copy my 360s. You know, I think that's kind of ridiculous. I think it should be if you transfer, you can only have one character in one spot. And once you transfer one time, it's done. It's final. But a lot of people, I mean, do complain about how long it takes to level. But honestly, if you don't change the AoE farm sort of a thing aspect, you know, hopefully Blizzard already got rid of some bots by doing their latest update, right? Which was great. Really happy that, you know, when I do /who Mulgore, we get normal people. If I do /who Duratar 1 to 20, we get, and there's not 2,200 people of the same character. You know, we used to be able to log in and there'd be 13 warriors that's like AABB, AABC, AABD, AABE. Okay, so that was really cool that, you know, we're taking care of this here. And same thing, you see 20 mages of the same, you see 13 mages, and then you'd see two people like, you know, normal names, Brother Bear, Haunts, right? And then you'd see another 10 or 13 people all in a row that were just, so we're taking care of, you know, we're cleaning it up. It's pretty cool. But in terms of, you know, boosting, you could leave Classic as it is. I would keep my mage on this server, right? We keep my mage on this server. I'd send my warrior and my druid to Burning Crusade. My mage can't even boost yet. I'm still trying to boost on this guy. So I still want gear on this guy. I still want to play Classic too. You know, I still haven't done Blackwing Lair. A lot of people are just joining. They still haven't done Blackwing. I mean, I know I could join a pug group, but I really want to kind of do it as a raid. As a guild, I mean. So I mean, I don't mind. I would still play Burning Crusade over Shadowlands right now. But once again, I think that you're really kind of like, you know, a lot of people are having to make decisions. Do I even buy Shadowlands? Like, I wasn't going to buy Shadowlands. I only bought Shadowlands yesterday because yesterday was my birthday. And I had some birthday money that I was like, okay, somebody gave me $50. Why not? I'll buy it for $39.99. $42 with tax or whatever, however much it came out to, right? So, crap. Also, okay, so that's pretty much, you know, the one crappy thing about it is that, you know, I'm nervous right now that what I really want to have before Burning Crusade is I want to have 5 level 60s. Well, I only got 3. I got 2 people who are at level 40. These are my last 2 guys that I want to get to 60, and I want to get my blacksmith to level 35 so he can get max blacksmithing. So I don't really care about my 2 bank alts and my rogue or my hunter so much. Okay. But right now, I'm struggling because I'm saying, should I be grinding all the rep for next? Or should I focus my 2 alts and get them to 60 first real quick? You know? So it's one of these things where it's like, man, either, you know, I really, really hope that they make a separate game for Classic, a separate game for Burning Crusade, and a separate game for whenever it comes down, because you know it's going to come. If Burning Crusade is coming out, then Wrath of the Lich King is definitely going to be coming out one day. So a separate game also for Wrath of the Lich King. And, sorry. It's just, I do trust them. I do trust Blizzard, but I kind of want to get this video out. I know that even if I get this video out now, that there's going to be nothing that can be done within the last, you know, oh, we're already planning to release Burning Crusade, however it goes. Oh, I want to do skinning on this guy, leatherworking. Oh, you're welcome, bro. All right. So really, um, I don't care. In my opinion, I don't care how they do it. If I have to start over fresh in Burning Crusade, right? Or if I can transfer, or if I can copy. I don't care how it happens. You know, and I'd be definitely 100% interested. I know that once Burning Crusade comes out, Classic is barely going to be around. But what we're not realizing is that there's 3 different private servers. One for Burning Crusade, one for Classic, and one for the Lich King. Specifically because there's just a ton of people who just want to play Classic. There's just a ton of people who just want to play Burning Crusade. And there's just a ton of people who just want to play Wrath of the Lich King. Right? And when it comes down to it, Classic World of Warcraft, we have possibly 3, not Classic World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft Classic, World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, and Lich King. We have 3 potentially of the most novelty games in the entire universe here. We could have possibly the 3 biggest novelty games of the century that people will always come back and play these 3 games. So I'm really just hoping, because of how powerful Classic is, because of how powerful Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King is, right? If you're able to make these games separate, people will always come back. People will always come back and play these games, no matter what. And it's really crazy how that's really true. What the heck? So I just, it's like and what also that what does that also what does that mean? Okay, it means that you can get a fan base and a player base who's going to be always coming back just to experience Burning Crusade or just to experience Wrath of the Lich King. And now we also have a huge fan base who's going to be only interested in doing Classic, only interested in doing Burning Crusade, and when Wrath of the Lich King comes out, only doing Wrath of the Lich King. So you could keep all those paying customers, right? All of them, right? So what does this mean? This means that one day, you're potentially going to get a lot more customers for your retail expansions. Because once I start telling people, whoa, holy crap, Shadowlands is actually pretty cool. Guys, let's make a guild in Shadowlands. We got 2,000 members. Let's go Shadowlands. Right? You're suddenly going to have possibly 2,000 more members buying Shadowlands than you would, previously. I'm sure that a few of these guys, maybe 200 or 300 of these guys are buying Shadowlands out of my total 2,000, but I don't think all of them are buying Shadowlands. So, if you get rid of Classic, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose a giant fan base who, listen, all we needed was Nax. The only expansion, the only raid I haven't done is Naxxramas. That's it. Now I can just go back to Shadowlands. So it's just, I kind of think about it like, how do we keep this whole community huge? The big problem that we don't want to have, okay, that we've seen before, is World of Warcraft died. The community was like dead at a certain point. It was probably after Warlords of Draenor. I've played every expansion since vanilla. So I just don't want to see this, this great community die just cause, you know. And right now, I'm still trying to get my guild to do Molten Core as a guild. We don't have enough people on. I think I'm just gonna go play Shadowlands, you know, just because when it came out, it was so cool. Um, but I've never done Nax before, and I really want to do Nax. I've never done Blackwing Lair still, and I still want to do it. So if it goes into TBC, you know, gonna be, I'm stuttering. I'm gonna be sad if it goes into TBC and Classic is not alive and it's dead. You know, it's kind of gonna be annoying to me. It's like, well, you know, I was hoping, why did we shut down private servers if we're just gonna merge into TBC? It's like, why did I even get this game if we're gonna go straight to TBC? You know, it's like, that's kind of just my feeling. That's, how it feels right now, is that, my mage isn't even that well geared. I still have chained essence of Arenicus and red mage weave pants. I'm wearing devout belt and dread mist bracers as a mage here. And oh yeah, and Zumra's Vexen King. It's like, I'm too busy right now grinding out guildies and providing them, all these new people. I'm giving them free gear and free bags. Diablo has like 260s already, but he never made a priest, and when he made his priest, I primped him out with free gear and free bags. That's what this guild does. If you did not get your free gear and bags, mailbox or contact me, Magic Mizzle. Or low on light leather, light hide, and wool and copper. And if I go to my mailbox, we can see somebody just sent me a gajillion 6-slot, 8-slot bags. Right? I sent myself some greater wands. We got tons of silk here to make 10-slot bags with. Somebody sent me a 12. Oh, that's me. Sending me silk, everything here. Sending me stone, just in case. Grumbler, sending me all this stuff I need. Right? Another guy sending me tons of stuff. Light leather and silk cloth, So Bear Udders sending me all this good stuff. Taco Flavor Heal. The man sending me so much silk, I can make 10-slot bags for days with this. For new guildies. Psychokes sending me mats I can make potions with. Disruptive sending me stuff. Lollier. Dog Boss. There's probably more, but my inbox is full. You can't see, so. It'd be a shame to see this go. And the whole idea in mind is that, in my opinion, what we should do is say, this is going to be tough. Okay? What I would say what we should do is you should be able to opt. You should be able to opt and say either way how they can do it. I hope that it's just able to happen already and I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? But I would say something like, anyone who knows that they're going to go to Burning Crusade within a month of Burning Crusade coming out, we should all send them to a certain server. So, okay, any characters that you want to go to Burning Crusade, right? I'm going to click on them, and it's going to say, do you want to go to Burning Crusade? And you click on it, and it sends you to the right server. So within a month left of Burning Crusade coming out, however long it's going to be, right? You can say, okay, these 4 people, these 4 characters, this one character, I'm going to send to Burning Crusade. Everyone goes to that server. And then, once Burning Crusade comes out, you should just crunch everybody who's left in Classic. You should crunch it down into servers. However many characters it is. Just crunch it into 2 to 3 servers. Or 7. That way we're not paying tons of money for all these servers. Right? We only have maybe like 1 PvP, 1 normal, and 1 RPvP. And 1 RP. Right? You can choose from there. And it could just, we could still have our Classic experience here. Along with having a solid TBC. And either once you hit 60, copy your character to TBC. Or once you hit 60, and I want it to be like a whole separate game. I mean, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I would like to see World of Warcraft Retail, World of Warcraft Classic, World of Warcraft. I can't even say it. My lips are dry. The Burning Crusade. And this, once again, this is novelty items. Like, you will have people years from now saying, you know what, dude? My friend keeps talking about Classic WoW. I think I'm going to suddenly, for the first time ever, play World of Warcraft because this idiot, my friend, excuse me, won't shut up. And, it doesn't cost that much to buy it or pay for a subscription for 2 or 3 months. Why don't I do it? Um, you know, and also it's really rough when you have that, I guess you call it anxious feeling when you're time restricted. When I'm restricted for the next few months, it feels like, dude, I'm going to be losing Classic forever, man. Crap, what am I going to do? You know? Well, seriously, I got to do Molten Core. I wanted to do Blackwing Lair, and I wanted to do Nax. So I might have to find a private server and freaking play on a private server. Sounds dumb, but I know I could totally just join another group or join a pug or something like that, but it's not as cool. So, but yeah, that was just my 2 cents here. For my final summary, if you had to give one statement, you had to say, all right, Missile, why? Why should we keep Classic? Give me one sentence. I'd say, listen, this is a novelty game. You could have either one novelty game that goes all the way through to Burning Crusade, that goes all the way through the Wrath of the Lich King, or you could have 3 novelty games that are going to be driving factors for paying customers for years and years to come. So, right now I'm too excited to play Shadowlands. I'm about to cancel some Molten Core. And I don't want to end up killing I don't want to end up killing the Classic community here. My Classic community guild. So I don't really think I can log into Shadowlands right now and play. Because we still have guys who just, they just started the dowsing quest. We still have guys who are pumped to do and finish the Molten Core dowsing quest chain. We still have guys that are at that moment. But one sentence, one summary. You got 3 novelty games here. You got the 3 best novelty games. Of the century, not even of the decade. This is gonna be like the novelty, like the best, well-rounded, put together, most exciting, most fun, just long-lasting, content nonstop, novelty games of the decade at least. For 20, 15, 20 years now, it's been out. It's been out for at least 14 years, right? And we're still seeing people not able to make an MMORPG as good as even just this classic WoW. This classic experience is, everybody can tell you and testify that classic WoW is pretty much the best MMORPG. WoW retail right now is pretty much the top MMORPG. I want to play an MMORPG. What am I playing? You're playing classic or you're playing retail. That's that. So Um, you'll have paying customers come back for years to come. And then once it's dead and Classic WoW, there's no more updates coming out. It's been naxed. We've already had Burning Crusade for like 2 years. You might see an influx of players at one point come back to Classic. Or so on with Burning Crusade. You might see an influx of players all of a sudden come back. So you just don't know. But I think to go through it once and do Classic Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and that's it. That's the end of it. I mean, that's kind of like taking the easy way out, and then it's gonna die, and then, what about all the numbers that said, we we had the biggest influx of returning players ever in the World of Warcraft life ever, right? Just when Classic came out. Well, what's gonna happen when Classic dies, Burning Crusade dies, and we're in Lich King, and then Lich King dies? I hope that we don't lose all those players. But if you're able to keep this alive here by having Classic, by having Burning Crusade, by having Wrath of the Lich King, we could really convince, I would be telling people, yo, man, we don't have to worry about it. Classic is going to stay Classic forever. Let's all go play Shadowlands right now. I could definitely get a whole guild of people in Shadowlands right now with my sway. With my swagger. No, with my influence, okay, in both of these guilds. I mean, I don't think I'd have a problem at all getting some people to buy Shadowlands in the next hour. At least 10 to 15 people to make a guild in Shadowlands. Because everybody loves this guild. So, but I'm too focused on, I would do that, but I'm too focused on Classic and trying to finish Classic off while we still have it. Before it's gone. Before we never have a Classic again. So, it's kind of annoying here that I have to be worried about such a small little thing here. It's no fun. I don't know what to do. So yeah. That's that. Hopefully you guys liked my ideas and everything I had to say. Kind of worried though. And to me, it just seems like, if I was Blizzard, how can I make the most amount of money? Alright, if I was Blizzard and I wanted to make the most amount of money, okay, I would find out a way how to transfer. I would find out a way how to keep Classic and Burning Crusade 2 separate games. Okay? Whatever I had to do. And however long it would take. I would also stretch like 3 or so months. I would add another 3 months on the Classic. Because I think it went Naxxramas, then 3 months, then Burning Crusade. If I'm correct. Or I think it even went Naxxramas 1 month, Burning Crusade. No, it should. I don't know. So, if I wanted to make the most amount of money, I would give it a little bit of time. Because all your people who are expecting Burning Crusade, okay, well, now we got, I'm not going to say like a year, but now we got 3 months, okay. Who's to say that all those people aren't going to buy Shadowlands? If I just give it a little bit of time before Burning Crusade releases, but on the flip side too, right? If you can make it 2 separate games, you could release Burning Crusade whenever you want, and everybody who wants Burning Crusade is going to come back and be a paying customer. So you could even not release it a few months later. And you might just even make more money just from how many returning people return immediately. You know, so it's kind of one of those. We're in a situation right now where it's like either way, guaranteed making more money is going to be by having a server crunch on Classic and a separate game, Burning Crusade. So I just hope. I hope we see the right thing happen here. You know, and what I mean by the right thing is I don't want the community to die after 2 years and nobody play this game anymore. Once again, because of just, you know, we just didn't do it right. Oh, we didn't do Cataclysm right. We lost all of our player base. Oh, great. No, I'm with idiots. Not true. It's just a joke. But I gotta get this molten core going together soon. So this video, as sad as I have to say it, has to end. I'm gonna make this video and post it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still just like, man. I really hope that we have a separate Classic and a separate Burning Crusade and a separate Wrath of the Lich King. Otherwise, it's just gonna, you know, we're gonna rip some people here. All right, I gotta run though. So it was a good chat.